The Sandiganbayan rejects Senator Jinggoy Estrada's bid to attend the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte for lack of merit. The Foreign Affairs Department dismisses claims by Chinese scholars that Batanes is part of Taiwan and therefore part of China as flights of fancy. Tacloban schools resume classes even as the community's trauma lingers. Total Eclipse of the Heart singer Bonnie Tyler dies at 75. And tennis star Eala will meet her Filipino fans fresh from a historic Wimbledon run. The Sandiganbayan rejects Senator Jinggoy Estrada's bid to attend the impeachment trial of Vice President Sara Duterte. The 5th Division of the Anti-Graft Court denies the request for lack of merit. Estrada's motion argues conviction of an impeachable officer requires the concurrence of 2/3 of all the members of the Senate, and his participation as a senator-judge constitutes a compelling reason that justifies a temporary leave from detention. The 5th Division also notes Estrada's ongoing suspension due to his graft case. The Sandiganbayan's resolution says his suspension prohibits his performance of the functions separate and distinct from his status as a detention prisoner. The Anti-Graft and Corrupt Practices Act mandates an incumbent public officer shall be suspended if he or she is facing a graft case. Estrada, along with officials from DPWH, face plunder charges and 2 counts of graft over their alleged involvement in the flood control mess. The Department of Foreign Affairs dismisses a claim by supposed Chinese scholars who say that Batanes Islands is part of Taiwan, which China claims as part of its territory. DFA says flights of fancy should not be dignified with a response. Nevertheless, the Philippines' sovereignty over Batanes is settled and not up for debate. The department adds it will not entertain quote revisionist claims over its territory. According to a report on newsgd.com, a purported academic symposium on the sovereignty of the Batanes Islands concludes Batanes Islands constitute a natural geographical extension of Taiwan with sovereignty belonging to China. It adds Japan-Philippines maritime delimitation negotiations in the area hold no legal validity. Batanes Islands refers to the largest northernmost Philippine province of Batanes. Foreign Affairs Secretary Maria Teresa Lazaro also downplays the impact of the Chinese scholars' assertion.
We listen to government, only listen to government. So that's only what we can say.
Meantime, Defense Secretary Gilberto Teodoro Jr. says the Philippine government should push back against these claims.
Palagay ko meron talagang diferensya. At kung paniwalaan yun, naku, may systemic dysfunction ang lipunan na maniniwala to. Kasi grabe ang panaginip eh. At hindi ko alam kung ano ang gamot na ininom ng mga yan eh.
San Jose National High School in Tacloban City resumes classes 2 weeks after a fatal shooting on July 22 claimed the lives of 3 students and wounded 20 others. But many members of the community continue to feel the trauma. The school reopened this week with walls repainted and performers entertaining students to help children recover from the tragedy. But only students from grades 7 and 8 have had in-person classes, as grades 9 and 10 implemented blended learning amid ongoing repairs. In a Senate Basic Education Committee hearing, Education Undersecretary Malcolm Garma says there were 235 out of 336 grade 7 students and 237 out of 369 grade 8 students who attended in-person classes. DepEd Tacloban City Schools Division also expects lower attendance as students continue to recover, while others opt to transfer schools. In the same Senate hearing, DepEd reports not even half of public schools in the country have installed CCTV cameras and have security guards. Garma says only 36% or around 17,000 out of some 48,000 public schools have installed CCTV cameras, with these schools located in hotspot and highly urbanized areas. Total Eclipse of the Heart singer Bonnie Tyler dies at 75. The Welsh singer-songwriter made waves in Britain's pop scene for her husky sound. Tyler was born Gaynor Hopkins in South Wales in 1951, the 4th of 6 children of a coal miner and a homemaker. But the gravelly tone that made Tyler's singing instantly recognizable was the result of an accident. After an operation to remove vocal cord nodules in 1977, she was ordered to rest her voice, but it was permanently altered when she screamed in anger. Her best-known song, Total Eclipse of the Heart, which flaunted her unique sound, was nominated for a Grammy Award. Tyler would go on making her mark with hits Holding Out for a Hero, It's a Heartache, and Lost in France. Fresh from a historic run in the Wimbledon Championships, rising tennis star Alex Eala will be back in the country for a series of events organized by her sponsors. One of them is a fan meet hosted by Globe Telecom July 15 at the Glorieta Activity Center in Makati, which will give supporters a chance to interact with her. It will mark Eala's first homecoming since she bannered the inaugural Philippine Women's Open, the country's first ever WTA 125 event in January. The 21-year-old reached a career-high number 29 in the WTA rankings in March after a quarter-final stint in the Dubai Tennis Championships in the UAE and a round of 16 run in the Indian Wells Open in the US. Eala highlighted her Wimbledon campaign with a gritty dethroning of world number 3 Iga Świątek of Poland in the third round, becoming the first player from the Philippines to reach the second week of a Grand Slam. The win saw Eala improve her record against top 10 foes in 2026 to 5-2. Eala fell short of a coveted spot in the quarterfinals following a 3-set loss to 2024 finalist Jasmine Paolini in their third round of 16 duel. And that's today's wrap. I'm Julian Cirineo. Thank you for watching. Click the link below for the full story. For more updates, download the Rappler app.